I saw a comment. I saw a comment on our last podcast the other day.
Oh yeah.
Gave me a good little chuckle.
Oh, I need to look this up now.
It got deleted immediately after.
Of course.
Oh, damn it.
The tweet said, "Man, I'm here before 20 subscribers. Fuck yeah, I'm the best. I hope I make it till you guys hit 100." And then it got deleted, or it said something along those lines. I'm just like, oh yeah, great tweet. Leave, come back like an hour or two later to check to see who's tweeted it. It was not there anymore.
I've changed my mind. I listened to one of your previous podcasts, and that one sucked.
I saw that separate but equal title, and I just walked away.
Yeah.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black.
Let's get started.
Cool. All right. Welcome to Drowning Pools podcast. This one for sure is episode 70 because I have the old episode right next to me. How you guys doing?
I'm cool. Doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Deshaun, Derek, and me, Cameron. We're all here.
Yes. Were you gonna were you gonna go somewhere with that or?
No,
Right,
no,
yeah,
I wasn't. I had nowhere to go.
Fair enough.
I see.
I had some thoughts on places I could go with it, and I'm like, nah, they'll pick up the slack.
Nope. Sure won't.
Crickets.
Fuck that shit.
You should know better by now.
I really should. If you're not doing the intro, you're not gonna say anything.
No.
I think Cameron's gone.
Hard rip.
Of course. Give him a second.
Of course.
Hey, there we go.
Are you back?
Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were here.
Yeah, you were the one that left, bro.
Oh, that's weird because for me it was you guys that left.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. If one person had two people leave and two people had one person left,
One
I
person
think we
leave.
found.
No. I could hear Derek, but I couldn't hear Deshaun.
Oh. That's weird. I don't know.
That's why I was confused.
Well, I mean, still, it was probably you, so.
It probably was me.
Anyway.
Anyways, how you guys doing?
All right.
You're right. You already asked us that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, you guys eat anything interesting this week?
Eat anything interesting?
Consume any food that was delicious?
I'm sure I did. Oh, my buddy's mom makes like this red cherry or strawberry Jell-O cake.
That sounds disgusting and delicious.
It's really good. It's not like made out of Jell-O or nothing, but it's like moist and bouncy and fluffy. It's really good.
Okay.
It's dense too.
All right.
It's good shit.
When I heard Jell-O cake, I'm thinking like a gelatin cake
with like icing on top or some horrific shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. It could be good, but it does not sound pleasing. Like maybe like just a cake-shaped gelatin with like stuff with fruit and then icing on top.
That'd be fucking
like,
disgusting.
It just I'm okay.
No one wants to eat that bullshit.
I'll pass. Appreciate it, but I'll pass.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like flan?
No.
Oh?
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
It's not bad.
I don't like flan because of that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where he went to that evil flan company and
That's fair.
that basically ruined it forever for me.
I gotcha. So like I ate sushi with raw tuna and that was absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm. I hate sushi as well because I hate fish.
See, that's the funny thing is I love sushi, but I absolutely fucking hate fish. Like I cannot deal with
That's a shame.
like cooked fish. It's too fishy.
Yeah.
So, Deshaun, I'll get to you in a second, Derek. Deshaun, fish, all fish or just fish, not necessarily shellfish and whatnot?
Pretty much all fish.
All fish?
I can eat like some fried fish, but other than that, no thanks.
So like
Keep
shrimp
away from me.
poppers and stuff like that, you'd
Yeah,
be
no
okay
thanks.
with? No.
Like shrimp poppers, yeah. If you throw like shrimp in like a gumbo or something, where I'll barely notice
Gotcha.
it, that's fine. But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be out here fucking munching down on tuna and tilapia and shit.
Tilapia is the bomb.
See-
I love that shit.
I also used
So
to cut
if-
meat where we got the tilapia from, like China and shit. And that's
Hmm.
not good. So
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, so if like you did like a stir fry with shrimp or something like that, it'd be okay. But if it's
Yeah.
like just like jumbo popper shrimp just fried on the side, you wouldn't partake. in that.
no, thank you.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And Derek, just fishy fish? You just don't like the fishy fish?
Yeah, it's just like, it's too overpowering of a flavor.
Okay.
And it doesn't
Yeah, that's,
it doesn't
you know,
pair with a lot of shit. Is the other thing, because like
It-
bacon's an
it
overpowering
doesn't.
flavor, but bacon pairs with fucking everything, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
salmon
Fish
when it's
has a
cooked is
couple
just
things.
gross.
Okay, so have you ever had like seasoned salmon by itself, like just no side dish really, but like other than like rice or something, just
Yes.
salmon? And... Okay,
Dude, I'm Japanese.
You-
Of course I have.
Okay, so do you like that?
I will eat it if I have no other choices.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if I will literally just take a bowl of rice by itself over the fish.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Just kind of curious. All right. All right.
Yeah, no, I cannot stand that shit. I don't know why. Like I used to really like fish, and then like the last few years, fish and like blueberries I just can't eat.
So for me, I used to hate fish that was like, or not hate. Hate's a strong word, but I used to dislike eating just fish because the only fish I ever eaten was the one that comes out of the frozen packet and you put it in the oven for a little bit and you cook it.
Yeah.
There's no flavor. It's bland, and like the crust on the outside is not even good either. It's just like, ugh. But then once I started making my own fish, or like actually getting properly cooked fish and whatnot, turned around on it. It's pretty good stuff to me.
I like tilapia, and I like raw fish because the fish.
I've never had tilapia.
Tilapia is very, very, like plain. It's a very plain fish, but it's flaky. It's like a really, because the texture for fish was never an issue for me. It was always just like how strong the flavor is relative to how tasty the flavor is.
Mm-hmm.
Tilapia's fish flavor is not very fishy, which is nice.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's good shit. But, and like sushi's not an issue because the flavor isn't as fishy for whatever fucking reason. Like sushi
Okay.
is so good because
I mean,
it's not the same flavor.
I was gonna say, I'm sure the what's it called, the seaweed wrap helps out a lot with that.
I don't eat like wrapped sushi that much.
Oh,
I eat like
okay, you eat the
nigiri,
yeah,
and that's the
okay.
good shit.
That is the good.
Actually, I just eat sashimi, which is just the fish. Like if I have a, if it's so weird because like I just can't stand it. I can't stand it cooked, but raw, I'm just like, yeah, I'll eat the shit out of that.
It's okay. That's how I'm about cauliflower.
Yeah, dude, fucking if you have a grill, cauliflower, olive oil, like the chili peppers that you put on pizza, just toss all that shit in there. That's the good shit right there.
You know what I love is getting me some burger meat, stuffing it with onions and garlic, getting some garlic salt, some pepper, some onion powder. Douse that on the outside after you cook it for a little bit. Ooh. Throw a slice of cheese. All you need is a single slice of cheese. Just a single slice of cheese on there. No bun. Just eat it with a fork and knife.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It's really low on carbs too.
Yeah, because there's no bread.
There's no bread.
Dude, as I've been getting older, I've realized I don't even like cheeseburgers that much. I would prefer a hamburger most of the time.
All right, I'm sick of
Okay,
listening
you're
to this
insane.
bullshit. What
You're
the fuck?
insane.
No, because I don't like cheese.
What?
Yeah, no, it tastes like, unless you have like a really good cheese, it's just the texture pulls me out of it.
Are you mad? Like,
All right,
okay.
welcome to the final episode of Drowning in Pools.
Derek, are you talking about American cheese? Or are you talking about cheese?
Like cheese in general.
Cheese in general. Like, I like pepper jack, and I'll have pepper jack on
Yeah.
anything, but like, and like sharp cheddar's good too, but like, most cheeses
Okay,
I
okay.
just don't care for.
That's
Because I don't
fine,
like
yeah.
the texture of like the processed milk, like smoothness. It's just weird to me.
That's That's fine. You live in America. That's okay. Our cheese is ass. That's fine.
I mean, I've been to other places too. Like,
No, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure if you've had cheese before, you would enjoy that shit.
that's like saying that anyone who's had Dr. Pepper is going to enjoy it. Like, of course, people are going to dislike Dr. Pepper, but I love Dr. Pepper. That doesn't change my enjoyment of it.
Well,
That's
but,
like saying, Deshaun, you don't
No.
like fish, but haven't you been places? Don't
No,
you like
that-
fish?
Derek, I'll fix your statement. It's like saying someone doesn't like Dr. Pepper, and then you ask them if they like other sodas, and they go, 1 or 2, and I'd be like, okay, you still like soda though. Maybe not all sodas, but you like those 2 sodas.
Yeah. What's the problem here?
Yeah. Well, the problem was you said all cheeses, and then you
All right.
clarified.
Okay,
that
so
with
we
pepper
are
jack
we
and
are
sharp
getting into
cheddar.
this.
Okay, I said cheese
I
in
didn't-
general. There's a difference between saying all cheeses and cheese in general.
All right. Stop. All right. So here's the thing. All right. So at what point do you? Is it like? At what point do you dislike an entire section of thing? You know. Because I was thinking about this with anime, where I'm like, I don't really like anime, most anime. You know.
Yeah, you
And
like
that's
the really
because
good ones.
the most that I see are just complete shit, and then I like the ones that I like, right? So at what point are you like, can you really say you like a thing, like like a section of a thing, right? So with like this cheese thing, he only likes a couple types of cheese, but for the most part, he doesn't enjoy other cheeses, so he doesn't like cheese.
Yeah. It's like, or the same thing as like movies, right? Like, I don't enjoy watching movies, but there are some I'll make exceptions for. So in general,
Exactly.
I don't like watching movies.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes sense.
I think it'd be a different statement if I had literally said I don't like all cheeses, but that's
Well, that's what it started out as.
no. I'd said I don't like cheese in general. I make that distinction very clear because I love pepper jack. I fucking love pepper jack.
Because he did say, because I literally did say the word, so like cheese in general, and then he said, yeah, I'd like cheese in general.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
I mean, like, my thing is always just been, man, I have a cheese for everything. So I like cheese.
Yeah, I have a cup of water for everything.
Mineral water.
No,
It's
dude,
pretty
just
water.
fucking water.
Man, I hate those fucking guys who are like, I drink out of a glass bottle because the water tastes better.
Tastes better.
Dude,
Those fucking morons.
Kayla only wants to drink water out of our upstairs like bathroom tap instead of the kitchen tap because apparently it tastes better.
Okay.
Well, you know that could be from the piping though. Like honestly,
It could be, but I can't fucking tell the difference.
well, you probably can make it. You can probably tell the difference, but like it could be the way that the piping goes to the house.
Bro,
and
at
whatnot.
the end of the day, water is water is water.
as long as it's not contaminated.
Yeah,
it's fine.
as long as it's not killing me, who cares?
Everybody's like, this type of water is better than this water. It's like, nah, it's all bottled water. It's
Now,
all
I will-
whatever the fuck.
So, certain waters do taste different than other waters because of the way they're purified and whatnot.
Shut up. Water is water is water. If
You
you're
can
one of
tell
these
the-
fucking dipshits who's like, oh, water tastes so different that I gotta have a different water, then you did jump off a bridge.
You can tell the difference,
See, listen to this fucking dumb shit.
You can.
Moronic. I want to drink. I want to drink Aquafina. I stick with Ice Mountain because they're so
No.
different.
I'm not that crazy though. I'm just like you can tell there is clearly a difference, but it's not like ever. Oh yeah, I have to have this one kind of water, or else I go fucking crazy.
Like all those dipshits who thought smart water was like fucking the most delicious water ever, when it's just
It's cool.
just water, dog.
Yeah, God, dude, fucking
See, you guys, I drink core water.
you drink somebody else's
Oh,
sweat.
I've seen those.
What?
Those stupid things.
Wait, what is core water? What the hell is that?
It's just a brand.
It's like yeah, it's just like it's those
It's-
waters
it's-
that come in, like the rectangular.
Oh, is it the blue
bottles.
thing?
It's a blue bottles with or the white bottle with the blue cap. It says core on it, and it's supposed to be perfectly balanced to 0. I don't give a fuck. It's a big bottle and it costs $1. I'm like, thank you.
Have either of you seen that black water?
Yes.
No.
It's like it's just like in a kind of decently tall bottle, and it's just water, but it's black because it's got like some mineral in it or whatever bullshit.
The worst part is you pour it out into a cup. It's actually brown. Like the volume
like-
of the
it's more
bottle is black, makes it black, but it's like actually it looks like toilet
Yeah, it's
water.
more brownish. Yeah.
It looks like
hilarious.
it looks like if someone just took a shit in your water and it just dissipated. It is so bad.
Hilarious. When I was working at Fresh Time when we got those, everybody was like, "Man, these things, they must be amazing," you know, just because they were black or whatever. And I was like, "It's just water. It's probably just dye. It's probably just some bullshit.
yeah.
It's you know, if there is minerals and shit in there, it's not gonna fucking change the fucking color of the water like that. Unless you put a fuck ton of it
shouldn't
in
at
there."
least.
I really hope there isn't that much mineral.
Right.
I was
Exactly.
like, the only thing I can think of is if you like chuck a bunch of charcoal in there, which probably is not the best to be drinking charcoal that amount.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we use
ridiculous.
charcoal for filters anyway, so.
Yeah, we
I
do.
mean,
but
you-
I'm saying like,
You can drink like a little charcoal to do shit like medicinal shit, but not a lot.
yeah, like I just don't think you should be digesting. I don't know for a fact, but I don't think that much. You shouldn't digest that much charcoal.
Wait, isn't charcoal what they
Like-
pump into your stomach to like make you throw up?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Wait.
Gross.
I
Definitely.
think.
So
If
speaking
it's what
of
I'm thinking
weird,
of.
speaking of weird drinks and stuff, I've decided I'm going to try to swap to iced coffee instead of soda to try to cut some sugar out of my diet.
Ah, that's what I do.
Yeah, because as our single viewer is painfully aware, I work at Starbucks, and I get free coffee every week. So I finally ordered like a pour over kit and some stuff. So I'm gonna try to like swap over to iced coffee, and I didn't get decaf this time, but I'm hoping to get decaf once I get a little bit more used to the flavor, and then I'll like deal with it then, and hopefully it can just be like a drink instead of soda. We'll see.
Brad.
I got you.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to not drink caffeine.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to like not really get addicted to caffeine. I think I'm addicted to sugar, but I am very good at stopping that when I need to. So
I have a massive caffeine addiction. I could stop, but at this point, okay. So look, the thing is,
I could stop, said the addict.
so look, the thing about it is not the fact that I have to have the coffee. It's the fact that I get gruesome headaches if I don't have the coffee.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
caffeine
man.
addiction. Yeah, it's like textbook caffeine addiction.
You can't stop.
No. I can, but my body physically hates me.
Yeah, it's
when I
called
do.
withdrawals, dude.
Yeah, I
Congratulations,
know.
you
Withdrawals
love heroin.
suck ass. Withdrawals suck so much ass.
Yeah,
Not being able to stop isn't not just because you mentally can't stop. It's because your body will not let you stop. That's
Yeah.
what they mean by
luckily,
you can't stop.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Luckily, caffeine is not like a major addiction where like your body mentally goes, "I need it." It's just like, I'm gonna give you a headache.
yeah. I'm definitely like addicted to sugar, but most of the time, like, it's just cravings. Like, I don't really get headaches or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's just like, because I've stopped drinking soda for like months, like a month and a half at a time when I couldn't afford to, and it was more like I wish I had a soda right now, but that was like it. So
Yeah, sugar's not that bad. It's just.
fattening.
Yeah, I was gonna say like once you're eating it, once you eat a ton of sugar, you start craving it, and those cravings get real annoying sometimes.
Yeah, but I've dealt with it before, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah. Same.
Plus, I don't have any flavorings here, so I'm gonna be using using Bailey's to soften my iced coffee until I can
Well-
get through the flavor.
I was gonna say, my two favorite flavors are French vanilla and caramel, and then also butter pecan. But butter pecan's a seasonal thing, so
Yeah, I just have caramel Bailey's, which tastes no different to regular Bailey's, and it pisses me off because it was like 30 cents more. I don't understand. Tastes no different. Not in a drink, not by itself. It's just, why?
It's like caramel Bailey's, caramel not added.
Yeah, well, it's like you
Or
can
caramel sold separately.
like if you're like really concentrating, you can pretend that it's there, right? Like because Bailey's already has like a caramel-esque flavor.
we sell you the placebo effect.
Yeah, but like this shit is like, I don't know. It just tastes the same. I came home. I was excited because I like Bailey's, and like I took a shot, and I was like, this is the same. This is what was the point? don't market it as something that is not. I hate it. Fuck. Speaking of which, fucking okay. I'm just gonna jump into my week because I had this thing pop up this morning. Fucking
Okay.
I got these cables for my PC, right?
Yep.
So, my case has a front intake fan that I have not used for 5 years. The 5 years that I've had the case, right? So, because the case fan is powered by a Molex adapter. Didn't have one didn't know it was there for like 3 years. Then when I found it, didn't have a Molex adapter on my power supply. So, I went on Amazon. I was like, okay, Molex to motherboard adapter, so that way I can like plug it into my motherboard and control the fan that way. So I fucking go on Amazon. I find this 2-pack of things, and I'm like, oh, this will be useful to have this happens again. Fucking, it's the wrong adapter, and they didn't market it incorrectly. I just can't fucking read apparently because it literally says okay. So the thing is, it says Molex powered motherboard fan splitter. What I thought that meant was plug in your Molex fan to the motherboard and you'll be able to do it. What that actually means is you can plug in 3 fans to the splitter, plug the splitter into the motherboard, and then it's powered by a Molex adapter from your power supply unit. So now I have 3 cables, 2 of which are splitters, and 1 of which is my case fan, all of which are powered by Molex, which I have none of them on PSU.
Nice.
So I was thinking about it, and I was like, is it really worth it buying another cable from Amazon? And I thought no, because I bought a new fan anyway, because I was like, it'll be nice to have like 3 case fans instead of just a 1. But now I'm just gonna have 2, so it'll be fine. But it's just fucking bullshit. I don't know, like, it was one of those things where I like saw it, I ordered it when I went to bed, and then I woke up and I saw it, and I was like, that's a lot of cables. Like, I didn't realize this last night, but that's a lot of cables for just like 1 adapter. And then I got it, and I was like, I am stupid. But it was like $6, so whatever. I'm just gonna keep them in case something I might need that someday. You know.
That's true. Oh, that's why I always keep all my old tech shit because I know I might be able to use it somehow someday.
Yeah. Well, it's really fucking hard to find a modern PSU with a Molex adapter.
You know, the thing that irritated me the most is that my computer only had 1 HDMI port. The other ones you had to get a converter for.
Only 1, really?
Yeah.
Wait, your computer or your graphics card?
Probably my graphics card, but
I was about to say. Well, I mean, like some motherboards have HDMI out as their.
yeah, like I have one on my motherboard, but like if you plug into your motherboard, then it doesn't go to your graphics.
Yeah, it's your integrated graphics.
Yeah.
Huh. Actually, you know, my old graphics card had that. It had 1 HDMI, 1 VGA, and 2 DVI.
Yeah. So I had to get a DVI, or is it DVI or is it the other one? It's where the high def thing is that's not HDMI.
The system port or the system display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to get a converter for that, and I was like, man, this kind of sucks. Also, you know what else sucks? My TV only has 1 HDMI port.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, no. What?
That
How?
That cannot be right.
How?
big is your TV?
It's 25, 34.
What the fuck? What is it from?
Where? Yeah, what kind of
Acer.
TV is it?
It's a 75 hertz TV, and it only has 1 HDMI port.
There's no fucking way it's sold as a
That doesn't make
TV.
any sense. How much was it? Was it like
It's sold
stupid cheap?
It's sold as a monitor.
Okay, that's why.
Oh, okay.
But it only had 1 HDMI port and a VGA cable. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Can VGA even pump out over 60 hertz? I don't think it can.
I don't know, but it came with a VGA port. So, I have it plugged into HDMI, obviously, but still, I was just like, I just need 1 more, please.
That's fucking so weird.
It is what it is, though. You know what? Look, tech problems. My mic took me almost like 2 years to make it sound right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Tech Problems is like your middle name.
Yeah, like these are the reasons why I buy pre-built PCs, because I don't want to fuck with that shit and break everything. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess with one thing and it's just gonna fall apart.
Okay, if you're having problems when you come visit, bring your fucking machine. I will fix it for you.
I'm not having problems now, but like
that offer extends. Okay, that offer extends
Don't worry.
forward.
Me and Deshaun will come visit soon, at some point.
Fucking that actually segues into my week because I know you guys heard about this when I was streaming, but I bought PC Simulator and was streaming it. I ended up streaming it, so I bought it one night at like 8 p.m. and I was like, oh, I'll download it while I'm eating dinner and then I'll stream it for a little bit. It'll be fun, whatever. It's a good like Zen game to play. I ended up streaming for 7.5 hours, so I went to bed at 5 a.m.
Nice.
And people were coming in and asking me actual tech questions. Like I knew what the fuck I was doing. The worst part? I could help most of them.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
It was like people were coming. Oh my god. Okay. So there was this dude who was trying to get me to help him set up, and I gave him links, right? Like I actually gave him links that he should like. This shit is not hard to Google. Like really, it is just not.
There's a whole website dedicated for PC building.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Look it up on YouTube. There's like Linus Tech Tips, Bitwit, Gamers Nexus, J2 Sets. Like, there's so many people who just build PCs as like an offshoot of like their entire tech company. But like, no, let's go on Twitch. So anyway, this guy didn't understand the difference between the installer tool for Windows and a like Windows CD key. I was trying so hard not to just be like, you dude, like, come on.
You dense motherfucker.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try. It's a lost cause.
Well, it's like, he's like, so where do I put in the CD key? And I'm like, oh, when you update to your new computer, when you like when you do the, and I was telling him like, oh, you'll take the CD key, and then once you make the installation tool, you put the installation tool in your new PC, you'll boot up to Windows, and then you'll put in the key, and then it'll get rid of your watermark. And he goes, but how do I use the key? And I'm like, I just told you. I just told you. Like, and he's like, I don't understand what this installation tool thing is. And I'm like, and I linked him not only the download page, but it's also the same page as the FAQ. Like, it's fucking how to use it and the FAQ under that. And it's just like, dude, I cannot help you anymore. Like,
because that's not even just not being technically savvy. That's just, you can't even pick up on context clues to figure out how to do this shit.
I realized what I probably should have done was walked him through it in the game and to give him some fucking form of idea. But at that point, I was just like, I had like stopped playing the game and was just trying to help this dude out. And at that point, it's just like, bro, like, I appreciate the viewer, but like,
you need to go somewhere else.
Well, then he was like, I'm just gonna go look it up on YouTube. And I'm like, why didn't you try that first? Like, why did you come on?
Started with that.
And it's like, it's not even like, oh, I'm building PCs, right? It's, I'm building PCs in a game.
like random Twitch streamer that you just happen to roll up on, it should be so low on your list of people to help you build a PC that you should never even get to it.
Yeah. And it's like I kind of understand if you're browsing the category to like try to find someone like who knows what the fuck they're doing. But like, it's not my job to understand computer components at a super high level just to play
the game.
Just to play this game, yeah. Like, fucking, I understand components, and I will admit that I'm probably better than like most people when it comes to like PC parts. But like, I still don't know a lot of the differences between like a lot of the different 960s and 1060s and like different graphics cards and like CPUs and shit. Like, I could look it up for you, but I don't know them off the top of my head, like.
Right.
But if I can look it up, that means you can look it up. Like, it's not fucking hard,
It's fucked.
It's,
that's like saying someone who plays Kerbal
Space Program.
Yeah.
Kerbal Space Program,
Yeah, that one. If someone knows how to play that game really well, you should then go ask them how to build a rocket ship in real life.
Yeah.
Right.
That game is supposed to be pretty,
It's pretty 1-to-1, or accurate, I should say.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not the same.
You're not going to be doing all the physics equations.
I thought you had to.
No, what I'm saying is like to the same degree.
Oh yeah, okay. I understand.
Because in Kerbal you can like eyeball it and it'll give you like the direction and angles and all that shit, and then you can fire it. But when you're just in real life and just writing that shit down and looking at it yourself, you're like, oh Jesus.
Oh man, if I'm off by one number, the whole thing blows up.
Challenger 11 all over again.
Damn it, I was about to make the joke. But yeah, no, it was one of those things, and it's one of those games that like has a story mode where you take over your uncle's like shop and shit. It's fun. It's like legitimately fun, and it's the part of like if my entire job was doing that, just like building PCs and answering emails and that kind of shit, I would
kill myself.
I would love that actually.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Like it's fun for me to kind of put that shit together, but
Hold on 1 second. I missed the sentence right before that, so all I heard was, "I'll kill myself." I'd really like that.
yeah, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. That's pretty much exactly what we said. Yeah.
All right.
No, it's what I was saying was that if being like a PC tech or whatever was just like that, like building the PCs like that, I would love to do that. That's
Gotcha.
But
What you gotta do is become a superstar PC builder. So then all people do is hire you
To build
hire you
PC.
to build PCs, yeah. And you can just
and
you
then
can
you-
work on your own time. You know, you're like a rock star, so you can do whatever you
you
want.
make a website, so then you make a template on your website, and then you go and make 3 more, and then you don't ever work again, and people just buy your templates.
Pretty much.
See, that's what I was thinking. Well, not the templates thing, but I was thinking about starting up like a Fiverr account because I do so much random shit. Like, I'm actually actively being a league coach right now for like individual players, and like my music stuff is like we're getting to the point where we can start recording and doing that kind of shit. So I was kind of getting to the point where I was like, well, I might as well just like start a Fiverr account and do like, you know, singing and also like league coaching and also like, you know, music. And now I can be like, all right, give me like an idea of what you want your computer to do, and I'll build a list for you, and I can, you know, whatever. Like, so, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I'm essentially on furlough for like the next month ish. So I'm kind of just like not running out of things to do, but like I can't stream consistently during the day, and I don't want to like really fuck my like last time when I took time off of work for the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, aka the coronavirus.
Yeah, back to you. What a beautiful way to say that.
Yeah, I stole it from Game Grumps.
Grumps.
Fucking
Wow.
I fucked my sleep schedule so much that I would go to sleep at 6 a.m., wake up at 2 p.m., take a nap at 4, and then stay up for the next like 12 hours. So
Yeah.
and then I would have work at 10 a.m. and it's like, oh, fuck. Like I had to fix my sleep schedule in like essentially 2 days, and that was not fun. So I don't want to like
not.
do that, but like the only times I can stream is late at night, so it sucks.
Yeah, I know the pain of switching your sleep schedule on a dime.
I heard I know the penis, and I was like, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I do know the penis. It's mine. It's beautiful.
Anyway, how was your guys' week?
Anyway, you know, I used to have that sleep schedule problem, and then I think something in my brain snapped, and I just don't sleep.
I had that in high school, and then it flipped off in college. I used to sleep, I shit you not, an hour and a half a night in high school.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mine was like 3 hours because I stayed up watching anime.
Quote unquote anime.
I probably got like
Yeah.
4 hours because I would stay up playing video games all the time.
That's why I was up, as I would play League until like 4 in the morning, and I had to get up at 5:30.
I
I
would
wasn't
have
allowed
like,
to play video games during the weekdays.
oh yeah, that's right, because you lived in some kind of fascist hellhole. So I would get like my fucking my DS or my Game Boy Advance or whatever, and I would just play it under the covers until the fucking battery went out or I fell asleep.
You had that motherfucking light, didn't you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Bro, I was the kid who was kidded the fuck out with his Game Boy. I had like
Yup.
I had like the light, I had like a case to put around everything, like a plastic Velcro case that you could wrap it in, and I had like I had like the thing you could put on top of the buttons to make the buttons stick out bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I had everything, dog. I had like the special chargers and shit.
So
know.
you probably have the giant ass Game Boy Advance case that flips open like a fucking suitcase
Yep.
and just a wall of games.
Yep.
And then your Game Boy
Yep.
just sits in the middle and just give me that.
I had all that shit. I was big into like the handheld, like the earlier handheld generation shit, like Game Boy Color,
Like
to
Golden
like
Sun.
the yeah, obviously, but like Game Boy Color to like Nintendo DS Lite, I want to say I was like heavy into those and like trying to play as much as I could on those.
Gotcha.
Wait, well, hold on. Okay, sorry. I just looked at something on my Steam, and this needs to be talked about. Apparently, Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming to Smite.
It's in Smite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring that up.
They're doing some kind of crossover, I guess.
Merlin. Oh fuck, Merlin's gonna be Aang. Oh god damn it, I have to play now.
Play on the PS4 then.
No, all my shit's unlocked on PC.
Oh, okay.
I have the. I was a beta tester, bro. Like I have all the fucking gods and shit when it was like
Okay.
$20 instead of the 40 that it is now.
Nice.
But fucking dude, fuck, Merlin's like my favorite caster right now in Smite. I don't play Smite that much, but like when I do, Merlin's my favorite.
Who's he getting replaced as in for the Avatar crossover?
Aang.
Aang. Okay.
'Cause-
you said earlier, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, because he can do like he swaps like forms or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Zuko is apparently Susanoo, which
Makes sense.
yeah, and then Korra is Scotty.
Susanoo.
Yeah, so the only one I really actually give a shit about is, by the way, they added Cthulhu to fucking Smite, but whatever.
Yeah.
Even I saw that.
It's kind of
Cthulhu's
silly. I
fucking
love
played
it.
out, honestly.
I love it. I don't know. I like having that kind of open because then you can just add you can add Dracula now to Smite. Like,
Oh yeah, because you can go into folklore now. Pretty
Yeah.
Much.
well, they have.
Dracula's not a god.
Well, neither is. I guess Cthulhu's like an elder god or something.
Cthulhu
Is
is
an
an
elder
elder
being.
He's specifically called an elder god in the
Oh,
lore.
God, yeah.
Yeah, but like, he's under like the Eldritch horrors or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They have some other. They have people that aren't gods in there too.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, and like they have Izanagi, which is like, she's like a spirit. She's not really a god.
Izanagi is a god in,
Eh.
in the Shinto religion. She's as much of a god as Susanoo or the moon
Raijin.
dude.
I guess.
Or those Raijin guys, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like there are some people that are like, quote unquote gods.
Questionable.
They're bordering it.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't really mind as long as they give cool like products. Essentially, like they give cool like ideas with it, and for the most part, Smite does a pretty good job of that. So, like that's the weird thing is that like I like playing League more, but Smite, like one game every 2 months is like perfect for that like, refresher.
Damn.
Yeah,
I just like I like the camera to an extent.
I like, fuck, dude. Like, I love the controls. I love the game. Targeting's fun, but the game itself, like, you play one game, you've played fucking 1,000 games of Smite. Like, it's like more than League, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so cookie cutter. Like, every single game is the same. Even like whether or not you stomp lane, whether or not you get stomped, it's just the same shit. So it's just very difficult for me to like get into and take competitively. I'm sure this is how we like blow up on Twitter, and I get roasted by like the 5 people still playing Smite. But
at least we blow up.
it's just like I don't know. I love Smite. I think it's a fun game. It's really well implemented. It's just not fucking like. You can come in with if you've played any amount of League and understand the game at all. You can come in, shit all over everyone, and like just take over a game until like Diamond. I've seen people do it on like different fucking like streams and shit. They're like, yeah, like I don't really play Smite that much, but like I'm Challenger in League, so I kind of understand how the jungle works. They do like one game where they get fucked because they don't know what jungle pathing is. They take 10 seconds to look it up, and then now they're fucking just steamrolling like 25-1 their way to
I was
the
gonna
enemy
say,
base.
It's the same. It's the same way with mobile League of Legends.
Oh yeah, Bing Bang.
Yeah.
That game is actually fun. Their idea of
That game is-
Azir is hilariously awesome.
Yeah. They got some cool stuff in there, but like you can see that it's exactly just League just ripped off though.
Yeah, it was funny because I downloaded it because for some fucking reason I guess I wanted to try it out for something, and then like their Wraith King or whatever the fuck, it's not Wraith King, but like their version of Azir that's like sand raids. He's actually like really cool. Like it's like fuck, why did they not do this for League? Like League has so many champions that like I love, but also like there's just some better ideas that you can get, and I'm sad
Yeah.
that we got stuck with the ones we did.
It happens.
It does, and that's like growing pains and shit. But like,
Yeah.
fucking where is our necromancer character? Why? Okay, another question. Why is necromancy so fucking difficult to get implemented into a game? Like, there are very few games with active necromancer classes.
I don't know.
Because, like, no, WoW doesn't have it. Like, the closest you can get is...
I guess the closest to necromancy you have in League is Yorick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. But it's like, the closest to necromancy you get in WoW is either Demonology Warlock, or you can go Undead Death Knight. Both of which don't have... Undead Death Knight has 2, like, ghouls. But it's not really a horde. Like, when you're a necromancer, you want to have, like, a horde.
Yeah.
And, like...
I mean, like...
Demonology Warlock, you get a horde, but they're demons. They're not... They're imps.
You know how easy it would be to make a horde ultimate? You just make Nami's wave, but with a bunch of skeletons, and you ride the skeletons in. Done. Ult done.
Have you seen Opwatch's ult in Smite, where he just sends, like, rows of skeletons?
Yeah. Just that. Look how easy it is.
Yeah. It's just... It doesn't make sense to me, because you would think, like, if you have... And I'm not saying Yorick's, like, dudes work super, super well, right?
Yeah.
But, like, we have like Oriana's ball, or we have like other pets that work
Heimerdinger's
okay.
turrets.
Yeah, like why can't we just have
Shaco boxes?
Yeah, why can't we
If you
have
wanna
like
count those.
pets that are just skinned as
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to me.
Look, just give me his Heimerdinger skin. That's a necromancer skin. All his things are skinned
They're gravestones.
like either gravestones or like zombies with guns.
Oh my god! I bet it's because in China they can't show
Oh
skeletons.
right. You can't have skeletons or dead things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But, like,
right.
No, it's just like it's weird
Scary skeleton.
because like it's not in WoW, which is the biggest fucking MMO, right? It's not in Final Fantasy 14, which kind of makes sense. Necromancy's not really in the Final Fantasy series, but like the first and only place I'd really heard of an MMO doing necromancy was Age of Conan, and they're finally adding it into ESO. So it's like it's just weird that it's such a like iconic like fantasy trope to have these like necromancers and fucking like do you really want to be like I don't know like Earthscarred the Magician, or do you want to be like Earthscarred the Necromancer? Like that sounds way cooler.
You know what game has necromancy?
I swear to God, if you say Golden Sun.
Anyway. There is a straight up necromancy mechanic though in Golden Sun.
God damn it.
He knew it.
I felt it in my sons. Oh my
Were
God.
they golden suns?
No, I'm pretty white, so they're like, you know, porcelain
Okay.
sons.
Alright, I gotcha.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I play all my normal games. I played a bunch of Grand Blue. I played a bunch of Power Rangers. And I also played 2 matches of a new-ass game called Valorant. Have you guys heard of this new-ass game?
I haven't.
I wonder how is it?
It gives me motion sickness out the ass if I watch anyone else play it. But when I'm playing it, it's fine. So I played 2 matches. We lost the first one. I won the second one. I did really good the second one.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a good shooter. I hate the fact that you have to stand still to shoot. That is real dumb. It's understandable, but it's real dumb. But it's a lot of fun though.
Every time, like, it's funny because I feel like every time I say something, my friends just ignore me until it comes back to bite them in the ass.
No, I didn't think it would be that dramatic of how much you had to stand still to shoot.
I see. Someone's never played
Like,
Counter Strike.
No, I've told you that. I've never played Counter Strike.
I know.
So-
I just wanted it like in writing, or
I got you. No.
in audience.
Audio form.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I got used to the standing still part. So that's aiming is not a problem. It's just the standing still part that's the problem.
Yeah, I feel it. I still do that too, where it's like moving and shooting is like a kind of a natural response.
And the other thing is Wasta is the dumbest shit in the goddamn world.
No, it's not.
Just play with the
If you're
controller,
pressing-
dog.
You can't. There's
Oh,
no
that's right,
controller
you can't.
support.
No, I forgot.
But yeah, because I'm moving forward, and then I want to move back. I can no longer move back because I'm holding down forward.
Pick up your finger. Like,
Motherfucker, do you know how hard it is to hold down 2 buttons at the same time with fucking not your thumb?
yes, I do it on a daily basis.
I fucking hate it. It's so dumb.
Wait,
I want to go left, but I'm going right. Why the fuck am I going right and not left?
What-
It should just
what-
take whatever the last button you click and just hold that, override the other shit.
what? Okay, I'm genuinely confused about what your Are you only using 2 fingers? Is that the issue?
No, I'm using 3 fingers. That's the issue.
Wait, I'm so confused then.
Okay, so if you're pressing up with W, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're pressing left with A, right?
Yes.
And then you go back to the right. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to go back. Well, guess what? You motherfucker, I don't type that way. So my finger naturally goes, oh, I want to go back. So I take off my finger off D and press back with S. And then now,
I'm so
I'm
confused.
holding up and down at the same time because my index finger does most of the shit for me.
Cameron probably learned to type in some fucking weird shack in England somewhere, so he probably types differently than we do.
No, it's just because my index fingers does most of the work for me.
Are you like
Yeah,
are you like a
it's the story of your life?
Are you like a bird pecker typer?
No. I am a hand slider.
I just. Okay.
So I a lot of times I can type using the whole keyboard with one hand.
I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of get that.
Not like that, Deshaun. Not like that.
Wow.
Why you gotta do me like that? Deshaun,
So
why
brazen, so openly telling us. I was surprised. I just couldn't believe it.
why you gotta do me like that, Deshaun?
I mean, you said it.
Motherfucker, I took 6
You
years
didn't
of
have to.
typing.
You didn't have to tell us.
I took 6 years of typing. I got bored of typing with 2 hands. Okay, so when I went to 7th
Dude, you're
grade,
just digging
I
a hole, man.
I know. I'm a dig down until I hit the water
years of
well.
typing so I could learn to type with one hand.
No. So
Just to
I
make
took
it easier.
I took 5 years of typing, and I thoroughly enjoyed typing. So in 7th grade, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take typing class again. Maybe they'll teach me some new shit that I don't know about. I get into the class, and what do you expect? It's fucking typing. There's no new shit to learn in typing. There's no anime typer.
I bet there is like some kind of dope hype anime or manga. It's about typing.
It's called being an accountant and can do everything with one hand while you're talking to somebody at the same
true.
time.
To
Or the person in the jury who or what's it called, the person in the court who types everything down that's said.
A
That's what it
stenographer.
would be.
Yeah.
I will
It'd
say,
be about the stuff.
I also type with one hand way more than I should, but that's because of gaming. Because my hand is on the mouse.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I have abnormally large hands, so I just fucking type everything with my thumb.
Mine was RuneScape drop parties.
Oh, fuck you.
I used to play a fuck ton of Newgrounds games, so that was the only reason I learned how to play with the fucking keyboard, because them shits didn't have controller support in fucking 2006.
Yeah. I think the big one for me was WoW. Because you have to fucking like, you can use your mouse to like aim and move, and you can be doing other shit at the same time.
Yeah.
Or like League. League was probably the bigger one, because you hit enter with your right hand, go back to your mouse, and then can be typing while you're clicking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nevertheless, the long story short was, because that class was so easy, I would practice just with one hand, see if I can beat everyone else in the class with one hand.
I'm assuming you did.
No,
Oh.
no. But I got close most of the time. It's just
There are a couple of guys who are a little bit better.
Yeah, there's a couple guys who actually knew how to type, so they're just typing like normal, and I'm over here trying to beat them
You're
with one
over
hand.
here typing with one hand and jacking off.
Yeah, 100% all the time.
I mean, you know, if you're not
Whoa.
doing that, like, what's the point?
I mean, have you heard of Omegle? You got to get used to it somehow.
God damn it.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
You're not on Pornhub enough.
It's a deep.
You're right. Anyway,
All right. Anyways, yeah.
My Pornhub
So-
habits aside.
speaking of
Oh,
Wolfendooms,
I was gonna say before my week ends, Hades is on sale. There we go. That's the end of my week.
Oh, is it really?
Hades
on-
just had their big update before version 1.0, the last
And
big
they
update.
also awesome, and they're on sale until the 25th on Steam.
Oh, it's only $5 off.
I mean, it's still $5 off.
Yeah, that's not low enough for me to buy it.
Okay, well, you want it? I can get it for you.
No, stop.
Okay.
Hammer
stop.
time.
just stop. Just stop. Pump
I
the brakes.
have so many fucking games I need to get through.
Fair.
Me too.
All right.
Holy shit. I just
Deshaun.
got fucking Lodos War. What? What do you want? Oh, I'm sorry.
What's this Wolf and Doom about?
So a certain somebody asked me to play Apex Predators, and I said no. And I was like, you know what? Now I'm in the mood to play a really good Wolf and Doom.
Titanfall 2.
Yep, sure did. It was on. They put it on Steam, and it was like $10, and I was like, fuck
How-
yeah, I'm gonna get this shit.
How good is it working? Because if it's working good, I'm gonna play it.
It's
It feels
literally
just like
just Titanfall 2 from Origin.
I was just talking about like
Yeah.
what's it called? Was there any PC problems like downloading it and all that other crazy stuff? Because it goes
I
to
mean,
Origin.
putting up with
has
Origin
issues.
is the main kicker. Everything else is fine. You know, I was having some download issues at first, but it's because I had to change some firewall settings.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
other than that, like yeah, it feels. I mean, just like the console version, like it's all perfect.
I,
all right,
so-
I'll get it.
I think
I'll
I
get
have Titanfall 2. We should all play sometime.
Yes, we
absolutely
should. We should also all play Apex, but some motherfucker won't do that.
Why would I play a game that's just the worst version of the thing I could just play now?
Okay.
Because it's gonna get cross-platform, so people will play it more often.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, Kaz and I were playing over the weekend, and that was some shit.
It took so long to get into a match.
Yeah, it
but
did.
then if I got on the PS4, it would be on already.
Bro,
like I'd be done.
Titanfall 2 went from like 900 active users to 13,000.
Oh,
Please jump in.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, no,
I've
we
been
should-
getting
we
matches
should just
all
play it
day.
sometime.
Everybody, get in your giant robot and shoot some motherfuckers in the face.
I will say,
Like,
as far as
It's got a
arcade
10 out of
shooters
10
go-
on Steam. Like motherfuckers are playing it. I'm
I
sorry.
will say, as far as arcade shooters go, it is by far and away one of my favorites. I think the only arcade shooter that I like more than Titanfall 2 is Modern Warfare 2, and that's just because of how much fucking time I put into that game.
Like, it's a good ass game.
It
You
launches through you like buy it on Steam and then it launches through Origin, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have to like download and install Origin and all that shit.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
So
but-
I have it on Origin, but if you want to play, hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what we should do, dude? You know what we should do? We should all just like stream it. We should just get like
yeah.
a 3-piece and stream it.
Yeah,
That would be the
for sure.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Dude, I'm down.
Yo, drowning in pools, streams,
Wolf and Dooms.
Wolf and Dooms.
Wolf and Dooms, hell yeah.
I am dig
Alright,
down with
we'll-
the sickness.
We'll workshop it. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
Oh
You
my
do
God.
have it, Cameron, or I mean, you can get it, I guess.
Yeah, I can get it. That's not a worry. I was just didn't want to get it because you weren't gonna play the other game with me.
Is that what, out of spite? You were
Yeah.
gonna play it,
Have you not met Kaz? Come on.
I was just not gonna play it out of spite.
bro? There's
'Cause
this game
I've
literally
been
has
wanting to play it.
everything Apex has, and giant
And-
robots,
And wall running.
and wall running,
I love the wall running mechanic in that game. Like I absolutely love that game.
bro. Like,
I just
without-
didn't want to get it.
I've been like playing it recently. Reinforced the fact that without the wall running, it's not Titanfall 2, and it's not
No,
as good.
yeah,
And
like,
it just can't. It's just not there.
Apex needs the wall running. Like I 100% agree.
And they're bringing
I'm-
it in at some point, right?
No,
I don't.
I thought you
don't
said they
think
were.
so.
No. So it has wall running now in it, but it's only slight wall running.
Oh, I see. I will say the slide mechanic in Apex feels really good.
Oh yeah. It feels great. But
Guess what?
The
I
wall
know.
running,
You can do Titanfall.
It's in Titanfall
It's
too.
in Titanfall. Where do you think it's so good from? Like, Titanfall has just got everything I want in a shooter, pretty much.
Bro, it feels so good. Like when I started playing it again, it's the first time I played it in months, and it feels like riding a bike. You know,
Although-
it feels so good to play.
Yeah, I get that. I did the same thing with Modern Warfare 2 recently.
Although
I hadn't
will
touched that
say-
game in 5 years,
Yeah.
and I was playing with my other bandmates Kian and Hayden, and it was 2v1, and I ended up essentially getting a nuke.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
I didn't
nice.
I
That's
didn't
really
have
good.
it unlocked, but I went like 30 and 4 or something.
Nice.
It was fun.
Yeah. So, like, playing Valorant made me remember how much I love playing games without gun or bullet drop.
Yeah,
Fucking miss that shit.
Yeah.
yeah. You know what game that actually implements that really well besides Titanfall 2?
Halo.
COD Warzone. Actually,
Oh.
it does have bullet drop, but it does not feel like it. It feels very, very like your shots hit where you think they should.
Okay.
So it's just super fun. Like,
I was gonna say it probably only has bullet drop over long distances. Then.
yeah, it's basically if you can hit them with an assault rifle, you can hit them with an assault rifle. You know.
Yeah.
So, and I will keep shelling this game. I don't play it that much, but every time I do, I just have insane amounts of fun. So, but
Which one is it?
Warzone, the free, yeah, it's free. It's free, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
give
that's
Activision your money. It's free. Don't buy the base game. actually,
that's-
actually,
So
that's
you can just download Warzone.
yeah. You can just download Warzone.
That's
All
sick.
right. So there's another Wolf and Doom for us to play.
I will let you know right now. It's like 100 and X amount of gigs. It is fucking huge for no reason.
Of course it is.
It's probably 'cause it has you download the whole game and then puts one single patch to
Holy
make you not.
fuck.
I will say,
What?
my I was kind of joking when I said don't give them your money, because the single player is worth it, 100%. That
I'm
is
still not gonna give them my money.
well, yeah, that's fine. I know you're not, but like, if anyone hears this and they're like, no, like, it's the single player is worth it. The multiplayer is like kind of on and off for me. Like, I like it sometimes, and other times I get noob tubed in the face, and I was like, fuck this. But like, the single player was 100% worth it. It was an extremely well thought out, gritty experience that I really thoroughly enjoyed. Like,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah, probably my top shooter of 2019 by
That's-
far and away.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
I didn't
Titanfall
think-
2.
They're still making good ass Call of Duty games. That's good. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were having a rough time for a little while.
Like, the multiplayer's always been fun if
Yeah.
simplistic, but like, other people don't like Modern Warfare 3, but I actually really like the story there because it tied shit up. But like, they really like dug down and like actually pulled out a fucking amazing story. Not to mention it looks fantastic. The voice acting is nuts. They revoiced Price, which is a little
I did hear
weird
about that. Yeah.
because it's very close to the original Price, but just off enough to be like a different character. And they made Gaz black, which is fine, but just weird, because he was originally like the
Diversity.
whitest dude. But
That's probably why they got rid of him. He was so white they couldn't handle his caucasity, and they were like, "Get him out of here! Get him out of here!"
I mean, I don't mind it. It's not that big of a deal. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't
He's still
really
like a
matter if
really
they
like they
change
completely
anything.
changed his character anyway. They just gave him the same code name. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and actually the Gaz in the new Modern Warfare talks way more, and I think is a much more whole character. Like, I like him better as a character. So I don't know. That game is just really, really fucking good. It's worth the money, especially if you buy it on like sale or whatever. Like, if you can find that game for like $30, just do it. Just fucking do it. It's so good. But Titanfall is an even better multiplayer experience. So play that shit.
It is. It feels good to play.
I'll have to re-download the game.
Yeah, I was getting pretty pissed off with all the Origin shit because I was like, it would be awesome if I could just click play and the game would just start. That'd be great. But
That'd be
I
great.
can't do that
No.
because of Origin. But oh well.
Don't
Titanfall
we miss the
2
days-
It's like, all right, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, don't we miss the days when we put disc into the game and you click start game and the game
Yeah,
starts?
it
You know,
start,
you
yeah.
know what I miss even more is when I don't even have to put the disc in.
Right.
That is my
That would be
that was my
the
least
perfect
favorite
thing.
part about some of my older games that I used to love, is that you have to put the disc in to start the game. You can take the disc out as soon as you start the game, but you have to have the disc in there to start the game.
You know what I miss? When you had to put the quarter in to start the game.
Why?
I'm not that old.
You know what I miss? I miss when you could just close your eyes and that was your adventure.
And that was the game.
I will say, I feel like I've become a lot less creative now that I'm an adult.
Well, yeah.
It's sad.
You don't
Yeah.
use your imagination enough. That shit is a muscle, motherfucker.
I mean, like, I use it, but it doesn't go anywhere, or, like, I don't have time to remember it later, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I work at Starbucks, so it's not exactly like my brain is, getting used to the biggest capacity it can. But, like, I'll think of stuff, or, like, especially in the shower, I'll, like, write songs, like, full songs, and then I get out of the shower, and that shit's just, like...
I think a big part of it is that when we're kids, our imagination isn't as colored by our experiences as it is when we're adults. So, like...
So I can write non-emo music, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, when you're a kid, your imagination isn't necessarily bigger or anything. It's just weirder and crazier because it doesn't have any frame of reference. So when you get older and you start learning shit and knowing shit, you start kind of drifting away from that fantastical shit and start kind of
Making
I
rules
know,
and
you're
regulations.
like tied to the shit you've seen. So your imagination keeps bringing you back more towards stuff that exists already.
You've broken a bone, right, Derek?
I never actually have.
Okay, you've been hurt before, right, Derek?
I've been shot, yes.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, I thought they were gonna keep saying no. I've never been hurt in any way ever. I've never been injured. They couldn't even cut my umbilical cord.
I was hoping you'd dig me a hole deeper.
Like, I've never broken a bone, but I've just been shot and stabbed, so yes, I've been hurt.
So, like, now, just imagine you doing some stupid thing in your fantasy world, and then get injured in there, and then your brain goes, let me remind you what this feels like. Oh, right, that sucks. Let's stop thinking about this.
Yeah, it does that. Thanks, cuz.
It's like, I still feel it every day.
Nah, it's not like that. Hurts, though.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Would not recommend. It's like the one dude who was stupid and shot at a fucking steel plate for target practice, and the bullet ricocheted right back to his hat. Luckily, it didn't hit him in the face.
I think it's unlucky that it didn't hit him in the face.
I was gonna say the exact same fucking thing. Unluckily for the rest of the human race.
Yeah, it literally blew his hat off, but not him.
How unfortunate. But yeah, in summary, Titanfall 2 is better than Apex Predators because it has giant robots and wall running. So
yes, I agree.
Can I
disagree?
Can I go on a little rant? Really quick?
Go for
Actually,
it.
you know what? Let's go over the one thing that's in the pool docket, because fuck Need for Speed. But they just implemented rollback in Dolphin Melee.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I will say I haven't gotten to use it yet because when I went on, apparently the servers crashed from like a shit ton of people using it.
I haven't had a chance to do anything with it either yet, but I'll do something.
But it is. I mean, it looks fantastic. I was watching Leffen's stream, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm very excited. This may be what gets me into Melee. Because
Melee will not fucking die, and it's all because Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about online.
it's... Oh my god. It's so cool to see that shit, you know?
Yeah, that the fans are keeping it alive. That's the important thing.
Yeah. Can we edit that out?
Don't worry about it. That's why I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna get a nice clean cut.
Oh, I can server mute him. Hold on. There we go.
No. I was gonna say I can unserver mute myself.
That's true.
But yeah, sorry, fucking asshole.
Oh,
one racing game I played a shit fuck ton of.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about Need for Speed, dude.
It's not even Underground 2. Who cares?
But like,
Underground
It's
2
not
is the better
Burnout.
game.
It's not.
Underground 2 is definitely the better game.
So, who cares about Underground 1? No one.
Like, no one gives a shit about fucking this game, dog. No one gives a fucking rat's ass.
Yeah, okay,
No
you
one
know what?
cares.
Now that I just noticed one other little detail about it, I forgot it was by EA. So
Yeah.
never mind.
Part two.
No longer. That's a heartbreak right there.
Like the only reason I tolerate Origin is because Titanfall 2 is a god game. otherwise, I would never, ever, 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 ever associate with anything that's even smelled EA's farts.
Yeah, I just realized it's EA, and now I'm sad because you know for a fact that it's gonna be like, do you want to change your color?
Yeah.
Pay us $1.
99 cents. Yeah.
Do you want to pay? You want to put this tag on the side of your car? Pay us $1.
It's just gonna
I
be-
will say, if it doesn't have any of that, I will get excited for you. But I just, it's going to. You know it's going to.
Like, so you know, it might have the base game stuff, but then like it's gonna be like, oh, by the way, since you guys all bought the game, like we did with Nitro, you can get all this new stuff for money.
For money. What was I gonna say? Apparently, so this is very, very briefly. There's a new like Squadrons, like Star Wars Squadrons game coming out.
Yep. I haven't seen anything from it yet though, but I heard it's gonna be like $40. It's gonna be a VR game.
And the one thing I have
And it
heard
looks very
is
good.
that EA will not be selling microtransactions because they do not see it as a living game.
We will fucking see.
See, yeah.
Guess what?
If
I
this
agree.
game is
As soon as
good and it's popular, it's gonna get some microtransactions. You better believe.
Oh, if you tilt your head down to the left, you'll see the EA store. As soon as you look at it, it's gonna open up with the smallest twitch of your head.
Like, I bet there's gonna be a nice big gap on the main menu where a fat ass EA store button is gonna be that you can click on. You know.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if they will backpedal on this because it is like it's in print. So
I also believe they're gonna put them in even more because they also put out a statement where they said we're gonna double down on Star Wars games. You know, so again, if this is popular and people like this and this sticks around for long enough, they're gonna put microtransactions in there.
I will say I saw something on Reddit that I wholeheartedly agree with, which was after all of the Battlefront 2 stuff that happened,
They better not fuck up a Star Wars game again.
Disney might be pressuring them to just not fuck with shit because, and speaking as someone who worked for Disney, they give a like way too much of a lamb's tail about their brand,
Like
and
their image and shit.
yeah. So I would not be surprised if what the Redditor said was true and that Disney was pressuring them to just put out like an actually decent, like full complete game.
Game, right? Well, I mean, they kind of did that with Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. Like there is extra stuff, but it's not like nickel and diming you for everything.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm excited strictly just because of the like storefront essentially. I want to see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because as long as like microtransactions and shit are being labeled as like predatory towards children and shit, Disney's not gonna want anything to do with that. So maybe.
Yeah, they want to be the only predators to children.
Exactly.
I will say, okay, so let me go on this rant, okay? Because it's about Battlefront 2. So I was playing it
Oh,
recently.
thank God it's not about Palestine this time. Okay, go ahead.
So I was playing it this last week. I forgot it's actually just a very fun game. You know? Like it's not like a deep shooter or anything like that, but like it's fun.
Yeah.
And fucking especially after the relaunch where like it's easier to get shit. It just feels essentially like Battlefield with a Star Wars skin. But like that's fine, you know? I would rather play Battlefield with a Star Wars skin than most Battlefield games. And it's
Including
just
Battlefield 5.
including Battlefield 5, which I haven't touched with a 10-foot pole. But like, it's one of those things where I bought it when it was like, I think it was $4, and I've definitely gotten more than $4 of entertainment out of it. It is
That will color your opinion of it.
no,
for
it's
sure.
just like the first Battlefront game that they released, like back in 2017 or whatever. I got that like Christmas Day of the year it released, and I was having great fun with that. You know. Like it wasn't great, but it was fun. You know, I could just
Yeah.
pew pew and like shoot, and it was Star Wars. It was cool, but like it's one of those things that I feel like got insanely blown out of proportion. That like, oh, this game's so terrible, and I think it was probably prior to the reset, but post reset, it's just fun. You know.
Yeah.
So there are some people who no life the shit out of that game though, and
Of course.
just like will spawn snipe you. But I mean that's kind of just the Battlefield Battlefront experience. Like that happened in the old games too when you went online.
Yeah.
There was always some motherfucker with a beam rifle sitting on top of like a glitched out building or some shit.
Yep.
Looking at you fucking droid snipers on Camino. Anyway. I have some strong opinions about that game. I love the original Battlefront, but
man. It became like a battleground for a lot of shit after a while.
yeah.
Where it wasn't just about the game or the microtransactions even anymore. It was about a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, and like that's fine to an extent, but like I think people calling the game bad or like poorly made is incorrect because like
Yeah.
as much as I love to shit on EA and their business practices just as much as anyone else, the games they put out generally aren't super fucky, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say like the devs are good.
Yeah, it's definitely the fucking like PR and business people that are fucking the company.
That make everything look like shit.
Yeah. Because like the games they put out, like they're not Bethesda. They're polished, you know? They're like decent games. It's just that
Right.
to make them great games, they feel like you have to pay an extra $4.99 a month.
Unless you're the sports division.
Well, yeah, but like I'm a gamer, you know?
Just fuck all those FIFA players. And all the
Yeah, actually, I agree. If you play fucking those gay-ass sports simulator games, essentially, you're not a gamer. Because a gamer wouldn't be so stupid as to pay for the same game every couple months.
Put my updated stats and roster.
Yeah, no one gives a shit, Johnny.
You know, it wouldn't be as bad if they just put out a DLC for it. Like, this is 2020 DLC, and it's just...
They should just be NBA Live forever. And
Yes.
then
Yes.
DLC until the next generation is so far ahead that you have to, make a new
until
one.
they make an actual new game. Like,
Right.
instead of yearly one, they go like, okay, we're updating all the graphics and the physics. Here's the new game. It's live too, or whatever.
Yeah, like I just Oh, here's another rant. I don't understand the FIFA thing. Like I get that soccer is a huge like worldwide global sport, but like I would never ever think of playing simulated soccer over just going outside and playing soccer. If I have
Exactly.
like I get it if you're like the only fucking person under 50 in like a town, or like if you just really love soccer that much, and like I even understand like the Football Manager games, but like I don't understand FIFA. I don't understand the hype. It seemed to come out of fucking nowhere, right? Because it was all like Madden and shit and NCAA up until like 2011, and then FIFA like took over, and now it's just fucking everywhere. Like I just don't get it.
I feel like it was a big thing with they start organizing proper tournaments for soccer players, or for like FIFA the game.
That's true. Yeah, they did. It became more of a esport thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's what happened.
I don't know how you can run an esport when it's literally RNG to get like the best people. Like I don't get it. Like say what you will about like League or Dota or CS:GO and like RNG to get skins, but that doesn't affect the core gameplay as much as like actual stats do,
Like to me, the biggest thing about these sports games over anything, even the fact that they're the same game every year or they're whatever, the games just suck. They're just not good games. They're doo-doo. They don't play well. They're, they just don't feel good to play. So it's like, why? Just why? Why?
Yeah.
Like they're so successful that they keep other games
From being good.
of the life from being made. Even you can't really get too many other basketball games, or too many other football games or
because
anything.
they own the license for NBA or
NBA, NFL.
or
Yeah.
FIFA or.
It is weird that is the case, And I remember I used to play the NBA Live like 2003, 2004 with my dad, Like it's fun, but I could never sink that many hours into it. And obviously that's going to be like the case for every game that I'm not intimately like, acquainted with, but still it's like, come on.
See, I will always make the argument of I could understand a pro league or like a ranked league of the street games.
Yeah, because those have way more going on than fucking
Way more actual mechanics and whatnot.
the 2K games. Yeah. Yeah, I miss those fucking street games. I can't believe
do.
they're just completely dead now.
Yeah.
Like I played, it was like the basketball games that I played were just like standard basketball, but they were fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like you could just run around and like we would, of course, you know, just to have fun, we would give ourselves like maxed out stats so we could just like plow through people and like dunk on everyone. But like, you know, you could do that and it's fun. But like, I fail to see a world in which a sustainable esports ecosystem is created when you have to like waste time and money fishing for the best stuff and there's very little like strategy involved, you know. Like I think it's one thing to say that if there's an ecosystem where like Clash Royale is like a decent example, or like card games in general, right? Like you have to pay money to get like good cards, right? So I can understand that in a sense, but the issue there is that a lot of card games and decks will have different levels of like strategy, and there might be a way to counter the best deck with a card that costs 50 cents or a card that is in the base set or whatever. So, and like I just don't see that with FIFA or like Madden. Like I know that technically like football has strategy, but every fucking play I've ever seen is either like the entire front line rams their entire front line and then the ball is run through, or their entire front line rams your entire front line and then you throw the ball to someone, and like that's it. Like
there's a lot more nuance to it, but yeah, that's basically it.
And like I know that's boiling it down a lot, but like, you know, and it's not even like, especially in the football games, you can't really come up with your own playbook, you know? Like you can't customize that shit as far as I know.
No, not in the video games at least.
Yeah, I mean like real football you can do whatever the fuck you want, but like but like in the video games where like the shit we're talking about is this EA bullshit, like you can't customize the playbook. And like maybe it's different in FIFA, but like as far as Madden goes, like you have your set, like, you know, fucking Hail Mary and shit. Like it's just it doesn't make sense to me to try to brand an ecosystem on that.
Dummies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Idiots who want to play the games. They got them.
And I mean,
hook, line, sinker.
If they want to play the games, that's fine. But just like, fucking, it's for your responsibility as someone who plays it to understand the weaknesses of your game.
It's fine in the way like someone smashing their own head in with a hammer is fine. You know. Where it's like, I'd rather you didn't do that, but yeah, I'm not gonna stop you. But I'd rather you really didn't do that. At least not around me.
Yeah, I don't want to clean up your blood. Come on.
And don't talk about it either. Don't bring it up in conversation. Hey man, I was playing 2K. No. I don't want to hear that shit.
We play real games around here. No,
we play real video games.
Like it's one of those things where, as a League player, it is my job to understand that like it's not as complicated of a game as Dota, right? Just by and large. Overall, it's just not as complicated. I need to understand the weaknesses of my game, so that way I can make apt comparisons and explain why I like it and what I find so intriguing about it. But like I haven't gotten that kind of explanation from anyone who plays FIFA. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm obviously biased, but like no one showed me otherwise.
Yeah, that it's my fucking bio on Twitter is "You're welcome to prove me wrong."
Good luck.
Like I've never ever heard a justification for the existence of these games and why the way they are that's sufficient, you know.
Yeah.
It's always some fucking bullshit that either the person playing the games is using to excuse their existence and excuse their dumb decision to play them, or something that the dev or the publisher is telling me that I know is either a lie or, you know, it's a half truth, or it's, you know, the truth fucking covered up with honey.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things. And like I kind of, looking back on some of the stuff that I said like 5 minutes ago, I kind of feel like I misrepresented my opinion on it, because I said like, why would I ever play these games when I could just go out and play soccer? Because that's a lot of people will do that for like Guitar Hero and like learning an actual guitar. So like I kind of get it, but like we don't need a new version every year, you know?
Right.
Like, say what you will about the Guitar Hero games basically being the same, at least they gave you a different layout. Like, each game looks different. Like, you can tell which is Guitar Hero 2 and which is Guitar Hero 3, you know?
And you know what? At least they stopped.
Yeah, they stopped because there was no more money. But like,
at least after a while, people kind of were like, all right, we get it. And then they stopped. But it seems like people don't get it with like sports games. They just don't get it. You know.
Yeah, and like, it's also one of the things. I can't tell the difference between like FIFA 15 and FIFA 2020. Like, if you put two screenshots in front of me and they're both taken on like a PC maxed out, like you could probably put them in front of me and be like, I have no fucking clue, because there's just nothing new.
Right.
Like, there might be like one gameplay thing that's changed, but like the graphics engine isn't changed, and fucking like the players probably aren't changed that much. I mean, it's essentially the Call of Duty statement, but you don't even have the fun part of like having new guns or like new maps, you know?
Well, I was gonna say, at least Call of Duty, despite those games kind of looking the same for a while, at least there was different shit, different weapons, different, you know, fucking areas, and you know, NBA games are just, they literally have the exact same shit, plus a couple more dudes, and then they also take some guys out, you know, because they retire or some shit. So it's like it's not even as good.
I want Peja Stojakovic back in the fucking game, but I can't have him because he retired at like 2008. Like, come on, where's my Lawrence Funderburk, man? I realize nobody else knows who these people are because they're all Sacramento Kings, but fucking, that's the point.
No one cares about the Kings.
I used to care back when they were good. In like 2002.
I was gonna say, it's been so long ago.
Yeah, it was basically before I could fucking speak. Oh my god. I don't know, man.
Derek, before we end this podcast, we're about to, but before we do, I have...
Are we? I mean, who
I
says
think-
when we end the podcast?
I say...
Are you sure?
Nah, sometimes.
I don't know. I mean...
If you guys want to keep going, that's
you
fine.
can keep
But
going.
Okay, what the fuck were you gonna
Hold
say?
give me 10 seconds.
All right, so so Warner Bros. Registered Gotham Knights and a Suicide Squad game, their domains or whatever, and I guess it's semi-hard confirmed that we're getting a Suicide Squad game and a new Gotham game. So more Batman shit from Rocksteady.
I still have not played through any of them.
Neither have I. Look at
I
the
have-
full docket real quick.
I have Arkham
Nah, I'm
Knight.
good.
I have Arkham Knight on my PC, and I still haven't gotten through it.
Play it. It's good.
I know.
The story is
I just can't get
okay.
into it. You know?
Yeah.
Are those? Wait. Okay. So the one on the left is a mobile game.
Yeah, clearly.
The one left is 15.
And it's a mobile game?
No. Well, probably. But
Why does
It's
15
like a
look
mobile
better
game
than 20?
version.
Wait, I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
20 is on the right, correct?
yeah.
I mean, like, the players are like more artifacted, but like the actual field looks better. And the crowd still sucks. Look at that crowd. It is cardboard.
Yeah, the crowd's always bullshit in these fucking games. It pisses me off.
Like, you have so much processing power that I know you're not using because it's a goddamn soccer like simulator. Fucking put that shit in the crowd. Oh my god.
Redonkulous.
Yeah, the one on the left was for the Android.
So it was mobile.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
It still looks pretty much just as good
And
as
the
the
one
most
for the
recent game.
Xbox is worse looking than the one for the Android. From
It's
15.
ridiculous.
So these are both 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get the one for here. Look, this is the one from the Xbox from 2015.
That's funny.
It's where did it get saved to? It got saved to the wrong place. Hold on. It's so bad. Like I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, like this is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like these games, I can
Nothing
understand
changed.
one. I can understand one coming out and like updating it or buying new season pass. Like I kind of get that. But like one every single year does not make sense for the kind of like graphical like. What's the difference between like I don't
So,
know
like,
like
the
one
only-
small step for EA, one giant backward step for gamerkind? Like
So the new stuff for 2020 is all like just the different angles, the different dynamic camera views you can get. There's this onside kick stuff. Like it's just extra modes, like extra mini games within the actual game. It's what it looks like.
And you know what? I can kind of understand that. I can kind of understand running one game and then you use it for like 3 or 4 years and you realize, oh, we should probably put in this other stuff to make it like a little bit more fun and a little bit more like interactive and shit. And then you release a new version. Like I kind of get that. But like
They tried that with one of the NBA games a couple years ago. They put it in a fucking story mode and it was complete garbage.
where's
they let
where's
Spike Lee
NFL
write
Blitz
it.
when you need it?
Seriously.
I don't know. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. Sports games are disappointing. There aren't even like any playable like boxing games that I would even, because I would be the guy who's like, ah, shit, now I gotta buy these boxing games.
Isn't that something to do with the licensing?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, Arms is supposed to be pretty good. I know it's not like a legit boxing game, but
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Speaking of Arms,
Min Min is in Smash.
too bad it's not Twintel.
wait, who?
Twintel. Oh, you don't know Twintel? Why don't you look up a picture of Twintel?
Oh, yes. Okay. I saw this on Reddit and I just completely forgot because who gives a shit? But apparently you guys.
I kind of do.
I mean, that's cool.
I'm happy there's a
Arms character.
Yeah, I mean, Arms is cool. Arms is. I think it didn't have its day in the limelight like it should have. I think it. You know, it kind of ended up in that same spot as Splatoon, where people liked it, but they were like,
not enough for a competitive scene.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of just died out. Plus, it's Nintendo, so Nintendo just lets everything die out. That could have been a cool online thing.
Well, it's like, dude, fuck. I want to play Smash, like competitively. Well, maybe not competitively. I want to play Smash to a point where I can smash all my IRL friends and then still get bodied online, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's basically how I am in Dragon Ball. But, like, Smash Ultimate Online is the most, like, nutsack-wrenching experience in the world. It is just the absolute worst.
I don't think I've ever heard anything good about it. All I've heard is people complain about having to fight blonde characters, because apparently all the blonde characters are broken.
I don't even give a shit about the character selection, because most of the time I can't even get into a game. Like, it is... And my Switch, by the way, is hardwired, right? So, of all things, this should not be an issue. So, it's just like, fuck. Why are Nintendo servers so fucking shitty? I could kind of, like... I give them a pass for, like, the Wii.
They're made out of fucking sticks and stones and shit.
Like, I give them a pass for the Wii and the Wii U, because those were not, like, really primarily online consoles, you know? Like, yeah, you had Nintendo, like Mario Kart or whatever, right? Like, you had some games online, and like Brawl had like kind of online, and that was like the first system with built-in Wi-Fi essentially. Like, so it was kind of cool, and it was shitty, but like, who cares? Because it was the novelty of it. But like, the Switch releases, and its entire gimmick is that you can use it anywhere. Why are your servers not like static and good? It makes zero sense. PlayStation and Xbox have had static servers, good servers, at least Xbox has, since like 2007, and PS3 or like PlayStation caught up to them by the time of the release of the PS4. By the time you had to pay for an online service for PlayStation, you didn't really have to complain about their servers, besides getting hacked. But whatever. Like Nintendo, you have to pay $20 a year.
Yeah, Jesus.
And
it's not that bad, really.
No, it's fucking nothing, right? That is, I will give up
Sony or Microsoft.
Yeah. That's a third of the price, but that does not mean I should get a fourth of the fucking server stability. Like, Nintendo is shitting money right now. They should have stable servers. It is unfucking acceptable.
Nintendo is one of those companies that still thinks, like, internet connectivity and, like, internet community is just a fad, and it'll fade out eventually.
Or
the internet's just a fad, guys. It's not going to be a big deal in, like, 5 more years. Just watch.
Everywhere in the world has internet like we do, so it's fine.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's mostly a Japan thing.
Yeah.
But, like, even so, it's... Like, the US is probably one of their... Like, most likely their second biggest market, maybe China, right? Because I don't know about China's import laws for Nintendo stuff, but, like...
I think China was making, like, fake Switches and shit. For some reason, so I don't think they have a... Like, they have a big market for fake Nintendo shit, but not, like, the real thing.
Yeah, it's like... Why would you not have stable, consistent servers in what is most likely your single biggest nation, you know?
Nintendo is probably like, hey, just on the off chance World War III pops off, you gotta pick a side.
Well, it's like, I understand it if, like, the US by itself has less data centers than Europe as a whole or whatever, but like the US is just so fucking big, you need multiple data centers, and I feel like they don't understand that.
Okay, so just a stupid question that I thought of. If some shit goes down and there's a company that's based in another country and they're like, fuck America, do they just turn all their servers off in America?
Probably not.
Probably not, because that's technically illegal or something like that, but...
Well, it's not illegal
There's
if there's
some-
actual war declared, but
Yeah.
they're losing out on a huge mass market. The only
okay.
country that could really afford to do that is China, and
Like,
even
you
then,
could go-
they're gonna take a dip.
You could go to war with another country and still like spend their money and shit.
Yeah,
you
okay.
know, as a country.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, will companies actually do that, or will they just go, we'll just let this blow by and then try to capitalize once we get back into normal living again?
So, to give you a good example, a real world example of this was,
Disney. And the Nazis.
I was actually going to say,
Or Hugo Boss and the Nazis.
German beer in both world wars was boycotted in America. It was not stopped being sold, but it was stopped being bought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah.
But, and I mean, there's nothing like legally that says people have to offer a service in a given country. So
Yeah.
it's not like they couldn't just be like, well, we're gonna side with our country for this, but most companies don't actually give too much of a shit. Like, they're definitely just there to make a profit. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
really, like, nationality doesn't give a fuck. I'm sure they would all be in private, like, fucking man-made islands if they could.
Like if we went to war with China, because we're already in a trade war with China, and Blizzard is and a lot of companies are still working with China, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's like, it's for businesses, for corporations. It's not. They have no loyalty to the U.S.
Yeah.
Despite how much they love capitalism and shit. If they can get a better dollar somewhere else, they'll go.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
they get fuck you
Yeah.
money in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. And China's like, we pay fuck you money to all our workers because that's all they hand you is a slip that says fuck you.
Fuck you. Yeah.
It's just
Slightly different fuck you money, but yeah.
The exact opposite of fuck you money. It literally
Yeah.
is just a piece of paper that says fuck you on it as they hand you as you walk away from the factory.
No, there's fuck you money and your fucked money. They get your fucked
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, they give you your fucked money.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Just,
unfortunate.
capitalism is like the most required evil that I can think of because nothing else has worked yet, realistically.
Here's the deal.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Since we're talking about it, real quick. No, I'm kidding. Nah, man. I've always been the guy who's like, we don't really have to do anything that's existed yet. We could just like,
something new.
make something else up since the whole thing is kind of just made up.
Yeah,
So-
Well, that's why I said that's worked realistically yet, right?
Yeah.
Because like theoretically, communism, socialism, like those should theoretically be better for everyone.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
But-
on paper,
but
They
But
just
that
they're
hu-
so
human
fucking hard to
element-
implement. Yeah. Well, it's like
The
not
human
even just
element fucks
that.
up every time.
It's fucking hard to implement at a
Yeah.
like global or national scale. Like realistically, just difficult, like logistically.
yeah.
But yeah, and then you add in human greed on top of that, and it's just like, oh, well, this is just fucked. So
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
hoping we come
like
up with something better.
capitalism when it's rampant and unchecked is how you get what we have, where
Yeah.
where it's become
Anti-consumer, basically.
anti-consumer and the rich basically they become so rich they don't have to worry about capitalism anymore. They become socialists because they get bailouts from the government all the time. So even when they lose all their money, the government will just give them more money. Which
How
is
come
what
that
they
doesn't
should be
happen
doing
with
for
me?
us.
Yeah. How come whenever I buy a guitar, I have to pay for it?
This is why huge corporations don't pay taxes, but they get kickbacks, they get tax breaks, and they get tax refunds, even though they pay zero in taxes. So,
yeah.
tear it down, tear it all down.
Alrighty. You got anything else?
I have vitriol in my blood now, but I think I should stop talking for the sake of my
Oh, dude,
sanity.
I've had acid in my veins for a while now.
Yeah, I know, but that's just how you function.
I mean, I got fucking rainbows and unicorns in mine. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, but that's for other reasons. Oh, hey guys, remember Marvel's Avengers game that Square Enix is making?
It's getting ported to the PS5.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everybody remembered that game existed.
Yeah, it did exist.
Gonna
It
be
did.
complete ass.
Speaking of complete
That's
ass, when's
shit.
Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out?
Never. But I saw a news story that they were talking about how that new Kingdom Hearts Dark Road thing, I think it's called. Well, one of the guy who's making it, the director, I guess, was like, they've had this in their mind for a while. They've been thinking about doing this one for a while, so who knows?
Apparently, it is live as an update to Union at Cross.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Union Cross is the mobile game.
Oh, okay. I knew it was so I knew it was a mobile game.
Wait,
So
is
that's
this?
why it's got young Xehanort, because it's about.
Oh,
guys.
okay. If it's not about Sora, I don't care. Because I'm
It's
gonna just slap some shit happened sticker on that game and not worry about it.
Some shit happened.
Dude, Kayla made some stickers that actually say that and like have the font and everything. And
That's
I
cool.
have one on my guitar. And I don't care. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, but like if you start trying to just put some shit happened on it, you know, it's like fucking WD-40. Just put some shit happened on it and it works.
Yeah. Star Wars is the same way. Like, Star Wars has the movies, and then it's got all the expanded shit. But it's like, you don't gotta pay attention to that shit if you don't want to. Slap some shit happened on it. It's like a spray now.
Yeah.
So it's like a salt.
It's,
Some shit happened.
it is WD-40.
Drowning in pools. Some shit happens. Spray and stickers coming to you at some point in our life.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'd be down.
But yeah, all that shit, you can just ignore it. No matter how cool it might be, what dope shit somebody might do, what cool storylines or cool characters you might get, slap that sticker on there and forget about it, because it doesn't matter.
It's like the most complicated shit in Kingdom Hearts, because this is like the best example that I have that I understand the most of, is like Birth by Sleep, right? Like Birth by Sleep introduces 3 characters that are insanely important to Kingdom Hearts 3, but it can essentially be covered by they were students, some shit happened, Terra got taken over, his soul got separated from his body and took over some armor. Ventus got like knocked the fuck out for like 10 years and hidden, and Aqua's in the realm of darkness. I summarize that in a sentence. Why is the game 20 hours long? Like,
They could have been a story arc in a mainline game instead of getting their own game. They could have just been these 3 characters that we're now introducing in this mainline game. Because that's how simplistic they kind of are. And you could just explain what happens to them in the mainline games instead of doing a bunch of other bullshit, you know? It doesn't matter.
I think those games, like the Kingdom Hearts games specifically, are very much like a dictionary where it is way easier to describe the entire package than to describe everything that's inside it.
No. See what it is? It's a dictionary. You open the first page. It says darkness, and next to darkness, it shows you the entire game.
No, it's just like it's easier to say like, oh, this book has the definitions for every like most words in the English language, right? Like that's a very simple like sentence to understand. It's way more fucking difficult if you just start reading shit out to like keep track of everything. That is what a Kingdom Hearts game is. It is literally a dictionary, but for storytelling. So,
And it's not even well told.
yeah. You know what the worst part is? The fucking Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 by themselves work as separated stories for the most part because they're straightforward.
Yeah.
And then Birth by Sleep, Chain of Memory, well, Chain of Memory is not so much because it was written at like a sensible time, but like Birth by Sleep and like Dream Drop Distance, both of them are just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it pisses me off as a fan because there should be no excuse for this shit. Okay, I need to be done.
Hey, you know, look, let's. You know when a game fucking lags? You know how irritated that makes me? I'm just saying something else that makes me angry because everyone's talking about one thing that made them angry so far. So fucking you're playing Power Rangers, and, you just fucking go up and you do anti-air, but the fucking all you do is crouch, so you get hit in the fucking head because the button never gets registered. That shit sucks.
And then Error Code 104.
Yeah, and then Error 104 is absolute stupid as fucking. I don't even. Why the fuck does it not just no? So 104 is the worst thing in the fucking world because even if the game's lagging, at least I want to know who won and who lost. But instead, it just goes 104. So you don't know if you lost the match, but you're going to take the loss.
So my understanding of what that error code is that the games get so desynced that it can't even roll back to a correct state.
Yes, that's what I remember it as too. But you know what the thing is that doesn't tell me if the other person got the 104 as well, or did they get the win.
Or they're just sitting there beating on your fucking...
Yeah, because that happens too. You get DC'd, and then you can just beat the shit out of the body of the person who DC'd, and it doesn't come up unless you take too long to kill them. So if you kill them fast enough, you'll get the win even though they got 104'd.
Yeah, shit's weird.
It sucks.
It's a shame because Power Rangers by far and away has some of the best actual like online that I've felt in a very long time.
But when it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah, when it's bad, it is fucking terrible.
Alright, that's a podcast.
I guess.
Where can we find you, Deshaun?
Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter, Super Urban Buddha on Twitch, Mr. Urban Buddha on YouTube. I said Mr. Urban Buddha on YouTube twice last week, but you know,
No one
Yeah,
would have
it
noticed.
happens. I noticed, so everybody else had to know.
The 3
God damn it.
actual viewers we have. I saw a comment. I
appreciate
saw a
those
comment on our
viewers.
last podcast the other day.
Oh yeah?
Gave me a good little chuckle.
Hold on, I need to
Because
look this up now.
it got deleted immediately after.
Of course.
Oh, damn it.
The tweet said, "Man, I'm here before 20 subscribers. Fuck yeah, I'm the best. I hope I make it till you guys hit 100." And then it got deleted, or it said something along those lines. I'm just like, "Oh yeah, great tweet." Leave, come back like an hour or two later to check to see who's tweeted it. It was not there anymore.
I've changed my mind. I listened to one of your previous podcasts, and that one sucks.
I saw that separate but equal title, and I just walked away.
Yeah.
The
let's
titles
get
are
you
pretty
got-
funny sometimes.
Okay, since we're kind of talking about it, did you guys see my tweet
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
about the length of the game?
Probably, but I probably forgot. Let me look this shit up.
I might just put it up, but I'll give him a second to be able to see it.
Fuck, where is... Why can I never just find you? You're all over my fucking dashboard until you just aren't.
Just type in MR. Just if you type Mr. into your search bar, it usually brings him up first. Here, I'll read it out for you. Wait, no, that's not
Yeah.
the right one. Never mind. Wait, that's not the right one. Hold on a second.
Should've stayed home and raised apples.
Yeah.
That Avengers game. Fucking amiibos.
It was a while ago.
Oh, fuck, man. I want to beat the fuck out of whoever at EA came up with Origin.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, is
No,
it
let's
the
just-
the Miles Morales one?
Yeah.
God. I'm just gonna leave a like, and then I'm gonna just get off Twitter. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. You can find me at Cayman Second on everything. I'm just gonna peace.
And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You type that in, it should come up. If not, I'm sorry. You tried. I believe in you, though. And as always, laugh at yourself. We'll catch you guys next time.
This is a national security alert. Ground music, flip mode, aftermath. Here we go.
Back with the most venomous rap, be the godfather of the club bang, and let me hit you clap. You can applause it from the very beginning. You can give me your standing ovation while I'm banging your face in. With another bang and I call it a cliffhanger. Watch me mangle and strangle this whole rap shit. Come on. You can see the way I make them act sick from down bottom. The way I got them, give me my cash quick. Come on. Knock on, you better grab on to something because I'm about to shake shit again and make a black bitch. Come on. Now you get a shot, ring off. My bitches taking everything off each other. Got them while I'm running for cover. The King Kong, Bigfoot, Gully with a scully bully. You rap still ugly with the money running the trap. Now they giving me dap as far as I'm concerned. And this motherfucker, look how I got him. Now they ready to shit. Don't touch me, nigga. You might burn yourself. Don't touch me, nigga. You might burn yourself. You gotta run this bitch. You don't wanna